Hello everyone, and on today's elevator parts video, we're taking a detailed look at a long Cartop station. So at first glance, you'll notice, well, there's a large bell on the front, but this is unlike your normal Cartop station. You can see here that this Cartop is actually a large metal sheet that sits into a box. And you can tell that by these four little holes on the corner of the panel. So this was some sort of box that was on the top of the car. Now it's fairly straightforward. Over here you have the actual Cartop control. This is how you would run the elevator in inspection service. Here you have the alarm bell. Here we have a little plug and a switch. And up here is some sort of test button. I'm not so sure what that's for. So we're gonna go ahead and break this thing apart and take a closer look at it. Now I wanna take all the components off this metal plate because this thing is a little bit big for my liking. I want to take off the Cartop, the bell, and then we can use these components for other things in the future. But let's take a look at this thing on the back first. So here's the back of the Cartop station. Over here on the right, you can see the guts for the controls. You have your two buttons and your two switches. Over here, here's your little outlet. Here's the little test button thing on the top. You'll notice there's a transformer back here. And then we also have the hole for the alarm bell. So now we're gonna get to taking all these components off. And you can see the Cartop station will be easy. We've got the screws on the corners and pretty much everything else is just the same. We just have to unscrew everything. So here we have all of the components from the Cartop station laid out on the table. Let's take a closer look at each one. First up we have the bell, and this is the alarm bell. Now this bell will work on 9 volts, so I can actually hook this up to something, and you saw the inside of this when I pulled it apart off the panel. Next we have the little transformer, and here on the front you can see the information on how that works. Here's the little test button, and the little light. This is a 125 volt bulb. So we have this little power outlet, and then this most likely turn on and off your Cartop light. And finally we have the actual Cartop station. Now this thing is really unique. I've never seen a Cartop quite like this before. It's a big metal piece here, and it has your stop switch up here, and it actually says run stop. You have your up button, and these are actually monitor fixtures, just like the buttons, so they use monitor buttons, though I've never actually seen this style of monitor button before. And you can see here there really should be a safety button, however they didn't drill it out. So there's no enable, like you don't have to press enable up, it's just up and down, which is very interesting. Here's the down button, and here's your run inspection switch. I'm gonna go ahead and take all these wires off because they're not really necessary, but we're gonna take a closer look at these buttons. So these are a bit different than your standard buttons on a car panel because they have screws that go all the way through instead of studs that are on there. And here's what the button looks like with it pulled off. So just your standard monitor button. Show these a little bit more in detail on the long car panel wiring, but I'm mainly more interested in just the front here because I've never seen this style of button before, and it would actually be kind of cool to make a little call station out of these. And here's what the back looks like as well without anything on it. You can see here there's where they drilled the hole and then the 2 holes for the screws. And so that's pretty much it for this detailed look. As much as I would have liked to keep the big panel, it's just a little bit big and a little bit bulky. This was what I was mainly interested in, this really cool inspection station. But all these other components that I did pull off the metal will be able to be used in other projects. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.